about here. But I just want to get mine out of the way. I just want to do plugs. Can I do a plug?
Jesus Christ, we're getting hot and heavy right away.
Well, I know
You're
what you
just
got.
licking it and sticking it in.
We're only here an hour. I just want to plug.
Unless it's about Halloween or Friday the 13th. Then we're here for a good 90 minutes at least.
At least a 2-hour show. I just want to plug my Twitch stream. I'm on that Twitch game, Jim.
What's your Twitch stream? Plug it.
I should probably do that. It's twitch.tv/Tromads. I just assumed they knew who I was.
Easy to know. I have a Twitch stream. Don't remember what it is, and I never stream because then I can't play the game because everything just crashes.
Yeah, I figured out a way to do it. I've tinkered with this before, and it was too choppy, and that's undoable. But OBS Studio has this like wizard thing in there. it's a wizard in it.
You shall not lag.
It's just it gets your settings right, because I would always look at websites and it's like, put this at this, put the quality here, put the
frames,
rate.
you fools.
And I would do that, and it wouldn't work. But there's a wizard inside. It says, "Let me look at what you've got, and I'll give you the best numbers for you." And I did it, and it's good. The video quality, it's not super crisp HD, but it's not choppy, and that's great to me.
It's all you can ask for. You don't want it to be choppy because nobody can watch that. If it's not super duper high quality, it's still watchable. But if it's choppy, I'll leave a stream. If it's choppy, I will, 100%. Speaking of Twitch, does this bother you that Twitch is giving money to female streamers? This seems to bother several people.
I don't know the details.
I don't know all of the details, but from what I can gather, it's something where Twitch is giving out like a grant, a grand or two grand or something like this. It's like a grant to get more females to stream.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Cool. Not my money. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. I have this guy on Facebook that is just going batshit crazy about this. It's discrimination, and I had to bust my ass for my viewers. I'm like, look, you and your 12 viewers, nobody cares, okay? And you didn't bust your ass. You turned on OBS and you started playing a game. You're not busting your ass.
That's true. I'd kill for 12 followers.
And I said, maybe it's not just about... I said, they're underrepresented. I said, it's not discrimination if they decide they want to incentivize a certain demographic of people to start streaming. They don't have a reason to incentivize you, some guy that nobody cares about, to start streaming, because Twitch is chock full of guys nobody cares about streaming.
Oh yeah, lots of them. And there's a good amount. This whole week, I'm a Twitch boy now. Oh yeah. So I'm browsing, and I do see a good amount of females. Obviously, it's a lot more dudes.
And the females are probably at the top more. They probably have. You're seeing them because they get more views. And now I know there's the streams that it's the stereotype, the trope of the booby girl not even really playing a game, asking people questions in the chat.
Right, and like most tropes, it exists for a reason. I've already encountered this.
Right. Oh, it exists for a reason, but those channels exist to serve an audience. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. Right. So guys are tuning in to watch it. So I said maybe it's not just they want to get more female streamers. There were two things. I said, you think there's more female streamers than you are because you're seeing these top results. But if you went down the list and you saw like the 0 view, 1 view streams, those are going to be mostly dudes.
Mostly dudes, because I have scrolled down that far. And I do see a female every now and then down there. And honestly, this thought process is what I have. I go, how do you get down here? Because I'll be honest, I click on a female Twitcher just to like what's going on in there. I have this curiosity. Are they the booby girl? Are they going to be good at the game?
Right. Are they playing a game? Are they living up to the stereotype?
Yeah.
Or...
Because we know, like all these guys, you said there's millions of guys, and there are. Those motherfuckers are playing it. those fucking trolls.
Sometimes they're not
playing it.
I mean, there's times where they're like searching for a match for an hour and they're just in the chat, and I turn that off too. But think about this. I bet even though you see those top results, I bet the viewership of, like, say, the top 50 streams is predominantly male. So maybe they're thinking, if we incentivize more females to stream that aren't catering to a mostly male audience of pigs, which that's just what it is, maybe they will draw in more female viewers, and then we can expand our sponsorship opportunities and that type of thing. I think they're trying more to get more female viewers that want to tune in and watch streams, and they're not necessarily just trying to get more cam show streamers, you know?
I don't know. I mean, and I only say that based on Twitch recently partnering up with wrestling. Now, wrestling doesn't have fuck all to do with games, but there's a niche audience for it. So they said, yeah, okay, Tommy Dreamer, put your stupid show on Twitch. It's fine. So like whatever gets eyes. And I think if they can get more, you know, streamers, female streamers, male streamers who are just going to bring eyes, I don't think they give a shit, which is fine.
I think they do. I think if they can get more female viewers, they can get more money. I just think.
Well, no. Why? So are you saying that female viewers only watch female streamers?
No, not saying only. Not saying only, but
because it would drive me crazy if I was a girl and I'm a gamer girl, and I'm gonna go on Twitch and go, okay, who Shirley42? I'm gonna watch Shirley42 right here. And she's got to cater to all these guys. Oh, thanks, Brandon, for tipping. I'd be done. I'd be fucking out the door.
Right. So maybe if you get $2,000 from Twitch to run your stream, you don't have to do that stuff. You can just be a gamer girl in game, gamer woman. You know what I mean? That's where I think the money comes into play. Where they're like, you don't have to just appeal to the least common denominator on Twitch, which is sweaty guys in their basement eating Cheetos and beating off to you. You know, which like I think they don't want it to be a cam show site either. So they're like, here's some dough. Maybe you can get some like viewers on your own. I don't know.
I don't think it's as pure as you'd like it to be. I think it's more. God, we got a lot of neckbeards out here, huh?
I don't think it's pure. I don't think it's a purity thing.
Just get 0.2% more.
I'm not saying it's like a social justice thing. I think it's a money thing. I think they think like, okay, the hardcore gamer women are going to watch Twitch regardless. And then the neckbeards are watching the booby cam shows.
See, I think
so. Like maybe who are we missing? We're missing like regular women, like casuals that might want to watch.
Well, here's the thing with Twitch. Why are you watching it? You're either, I like this game a lot, or I like this personality a lot. Or say you're on the pig side. Say you're on the pig side. This chick plays this game maybe poorly, but she's very attractive, and she's always on a schedule. Like I know I can see her, and she's so hot.
And if I donate, she'll say my name in the stream.
I'm sure there's the opposite of that, which is also fine, because a lot of these male streamers, some of them aren't bad looking.
Right. Okay.
If I was a chick, I'd be like, I love this game, and this guy's got a fucking jawline to die for. Let's go.
I'm not saying that doesn't exist.
Start schlicking.
I'm saying I love viewing that word. It's the best word. I just think they are. I think they're trying to tap into a pool of money that they're not tapping into, which is where are the women that are just like me, that are just, you know, like there's a bunch of casual male gamer dudes that have streams. Where's just the casual female streamer? There's not many of those, you know.
See, I do think they're out there, and I only say that because I was very recently browsing. I just think, like the demographics, like games in general.
Right. My point bringing that up is
it's a boy thing.
Does it upset you that Twitch wants to do whatever it wants with its own money?
I don't give a shit.
No, right. I don't care. This guy was so irate that women, they're going to get money just because they're women. No, they're going to get money to stream playing video games and they're women. Twitch is not just cutting checks to women and just sending them to your address. You have to have a channel and stream. Okay. I got that off my chest. You brought up Twitch. I didn't.
So yeah, twitch.tv/Tromads. I play Rocket League. I play PUBG. It's a good time. I'm getting genuine followers since I put my webcam up. Nobody was watching without a webcam.
No, they want to see that face. They want the personality.
They said, show us that ugly. I said, you got it. Which it's funny because I picked the day for it was St. Baldrick's, which is shave your head for charity and all this kind of stuff.
You went close. I saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
pictures. You went close.
She went close. I was like, that's my scalp. And I was like, yeah, I picked the fucking worst day to like, here's my face, everybody. They got that Jason Voorhees. It's terrible.
I could send you my Jason mask. You could wear it temporarily.
Oh, thank
on stream.
Thank you.
But you got to do the part 3 like it's crazy face.
But then, like I said, I was browsing, I was looking at all these other channels, and I'm just like, oh, I'm doing fine. I'm a stud.
Oh yeah, some of them are. I think the most viewers I've ever had at one time is 2. No, I didn't try hard, and I, in my defense, I put the stream up for one person to watch. Like I went through the whole trouble and did the whole webcam and all that stuff because I wanted a friend to watch me play Dave in Street Fighter. It's the only reason I did the whole thing.
It's like a private event.
Yeah, but I agree. Yeah, people want to see your face. They want to see who it is. Which now, listeners, we're one step closer. I've been trying for a while, not hard, but I said, hey, Dale, why don't we stream? Why don't we do like a web thing? We could have our faces, do like a live show, and then put it out traditional style. And you've always had I don't want a camera. No one wants to see me. No one wants to see my
shirt on. That's true. If I'm putting a shirt on for Twitch, I can put a shirt on for you.
People want to see you. And if they want to see you, they can deal with seeing me as well. And I think we should try it soon.
Yeah, I'm game.
I think we should try it soon. Now that you've got all this Twitch success, you're all excited.
I got these followers. It was so cool. I'm playing. Suddenly people are talking in the chat, and I have to use the chat on my phone because I don't have 2 monitors. So I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh, there's a guy in here. And I'm talking with him, and I'm, engaging with the audience. It was fucking fun. It was just, because I was playing with some of our PUBG buddies. Mm-hmm. So we're dicking around and having some laughs, and they're having some laughs in chat. And I was like, this is exactly what I wanted this to be.
I think people that are into performance, probably it just comes naturally. Like it's what you enjoy doing it, If you enjoy playing music in front of people or doing comedy in front of people, it's sort of like the same thing but over the internet. Or it can be. I mean, for some people it's not.
Yeah. Like, because I'm reading like how to do Twitch well, Twitch tips. And it's just like no dead air. You got to constantly be talking. And I was like, no problem. We're going to be fine there.
Yeah, dead air is a killer. Because I will turn off a stream for that. And the caveat is I'm only watching a stream because it's somebody I want to watch. So I'll watch a Street Fighter stream of a pro or occasion, like I haven't recently, but other games of certain people I want to watch play that game. But even those people where I'm invested in the streamer, they go like 30 seconds and like they're not in the middle of a match. They're not saying shit. Like I'm out. Goodbye. See ya.
Yeah.
When Rainbow Six Siege first came out and nobody could find a match, I was just like, oh, it's the hot new game. It's at the top of the stream list. And I was just going through them one after the other because nobody was playing a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I stumbled on some of those where I'm just like, that looks like a decent feed. Let's just roll the dice, see what's going on. And the guy might be doing well and all this stuff. And I'm like, say something. Say something.
And if you're going to have ads, have commercials. Like, if you watch like a Capcom Pro Tour event or something and they go to break, it's just like a still image or 2 or 3 that just cycle through with some music behind it. That's not even an engaging commercial. There's people in the fighting game community that are entertaining that if you threw them some bucks and had them like do a real ad, I'd sit and watch it because I know who they are. I'm not just going to watch a screen that's telling me that there's an arcade stick I don't want. Yeah. Oh, I got it off my chest. Thanks for bringing it up.
So yeah, twitch.tv/Tromads. I'm going to be doing it until my computer can't handle it anymore. See, now I'm addicted. Now I'm like, I got to upgrade the RAM. I got to upgrade the video card. How much is that? Don't look at that again because that was expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But like I said, I was on these channels just randomly, and I went on this one guy's channel. He was like me. He didn't have shit. He was day 0 for him. He's testing it out. No one's in there but him and his buddies. And I'm chatting. I'm like, hey, good headshot, man. Get those headshots. I'm here for headshots. And it's just like they're like, hey man, you got a fucking follow. You got somebody's in chat, and it made this guy's fucking day. And I just hung out in there for about an hour while I'm doing other stuff, of course. And I would pop in there every now and then and see what they're engaged in a firefight and stuff. And it just made this guy so happy. It's fun. So I like to do that. I like to pop in on people who don't have much going on. Just give them the rub.
I wish you the best with that. Before we got on tonight, you texted me several texts about a Ms. Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, you know how you were saying some people are just natural performers?
I did say that.
Some people aren't.
You did say that.
This Ronda Rousey, she's going to be on every Raw leading up to WrestleMania. They've announced that's their booking plans, and it's going to be her and Kurt against Triple H and Steph, and they made that official tonight. She had 3 things to do. She had 3 spots. Well, 4, because one of them was her talking, and I knew it wasn't going to be great, and it wasn't. And I don't know if it's her voice is low or if she's holding the mic real far, but you can't understand. She's just like, yeah, WrestleMania is going to be great. Having fun. It's going to be fun. It's like, what are you saying?
That is thrilling.
So
compelling.
Spot number one. Ronda, they're all out. They're all out there. Oh, Ronda, WrestleMania. We're pushing you. Your first match is going to be at Mania, and in the contract, you get to pick who it's going to be. And Ronda says, I did read that part about that. I do get to pick my challenger. And I think I know who it's going to be. And Stephanie's like, yo, quiet down, everybody. Did you hear Ronda? Like, cause she's a performer, Stephanie. She's terrible, but she's a good performer. Oh, everyone quiet down. She's going to announce who she's going to fight at WrestleMania. Can I get a drum roll, please? And this is obviously planned because there is an actual drum roll.
Right.
So it's planned. But you know how a drum roll works, Jim? I say drum roll, please. And then there's a drum roll and the suspense builds and there's tension and there's that anticipation. And then you say the thing and you give that the payoff. Stephanie McMahon says, she's going to say who it's going to be. Can I get a drum roll, please? You. And the drum roll's like still going in the background. Like the clip's not done. Please wait. Oh no. So she jumped the gun on this drum roll bit, and it was awkward, and Stephanie tried to save it, and they did a decent job. But how do you fuck that up?
So she didn't wait till it was over to say it?
She didn't wait for it to start.
She just said you, and then the drum roll went?
It was like 2 drums into the drum roll. You. And it wasn't like, I'm a badass, I don't wait for that.
That's not how you build anything.
That was spot number 1. Spot number 2. Kurt Angle keeps getting fucking sucker punched by this mean man. Triple H.
I saw that meme of him like bracing for it. Oh,
yes. He can't stop getting punched in the face. But it's gonna happen again, right? It's because, but Ronda, hey, she's been around for 2 weeks. She sees it coming. So Triple H, reels back and he's gonna punch Kurt again, and Ronda steps up and she's gonna block it, the old punch block, the pro wrestling punch block. She misses it. She kind of uses the wrong hand and she like grabs it, and it's just real bad. And that's so. Third spot though, real quick here. Third spot.
Oh God.
I think we get a bit of a finisher. Now, I don't know if she'll probably pull out that armbar at some point. Probably WrestleMania.
That's not her finisher?
It's not what she used tonight to end the segment, because the heels got a bit of some comeuppance here. Kurt and Triple H are fighting, blah, blah, blah. Stephanie and Ronda pulling hair. She grabbed Stephanie and pulled her by the hair back into the ring and all this kind of shit. But she does a move. She does her first wrestling move on television. We see it, and with ease, because she's a strong woman. She gets her on her shoulders, like for an F5. And I said, she's gonna do an F5. This is great.
That would be really cool.
I was like, and right away, Paul Heyman's clicking in my head. It's all, I can just see the future. And then she looks at the hard cam. She nailed that. And then she just falls back. Samoan drop.
Was it a decent Samoan drop? I mean, you just got to fall, right?
I mean, she put some force into it, but I don't think she really like made contact. You know how like your upper half is supposed to kind of squish them.
Uh-huh.
She just more like threw her back with force. I mean, I'm sure that shit hurt. But a Samoan drop, though.
She could probably do like to most of these women a fall away slam. She could probably get away with that. The old Scott Hall sack of shit. Throwing him like a sack of shit.
Oh, I love that. I love that one.
She's strong. She's got upper body strength. Like, she could definitely do it to Steph.
Yeah. Steph's fucking big, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, Samoan drop. The whole segment, the talking was bad. The time, like, I knew the promo timing was going to be bad, but the physicality, like, you can't block that punch in time. It did seem that Samoan drop was a bit off. I know she's green as goose shit, but it's one move.
Psychology wise, shouldn't she be trying to like slip that punch too and like dodge that punch?
Well, she's
like,
trying to save Kurt.
I'm not buying. Yeah, but Triple H, 260-pound steroided monster, goes to punch a 140-pound woman. I mean, we're talking about wrestling a sex doll level of psychology now.
Yeah.
You know, like, she should do some sort of dodge maneuver, or that whole spot doesn't make sense to me. Like, it shouldn't. I understand what you're saying. Like, it's what she had to do because she's trying to get in between him and Kurt. She's not just like getting attacked.
Yeah.
But then the whole spot doesn't make sense. Have her grab him from behind or something and throw him in an armbar. Don't just have her stand there and just block it.
It's going to be iffy. And the segment was bad, and that's fine. WrestleMania. So it's going to be this tag match. And I'm thinking, is she going to fucking bump for Stephanie McMahon? Is this going to be close?
She's got to bump for somebody eventually.
Yeah, I mean, Stephanie got a cheap shot in. She hit her from behind, and Ronda like dropped to her knees, like boom, but she kind of like looked more pissed off than hurt, and that was fine. But the first encounters with Stephanie McMahon, and there's going to be a point where she's selling a Stephanie McMahon move, and that's just tragic to me.
Yeah, that's not how you put her over, right?
No.
Good point. That's what I'm saying. She should have been wrestling real wrestlers right off the bat. This doesn't make her look good in any regard. And if her finisher is not an armbar, you've completely that is the most egregious dropping of the ball that you've done. If anybody knows anything about her casually, that's what they think of right away. Armbar. You don't think, ooh, you know what? I bet she'd be great at doing a Samoan drop. My wife doesn't know what the fuck a Samoan drop is, but she knows who Ronda Rousey is. And I guarantee you, I would be able to get my wife to watch a wrestling match of her own accord for the first time in her life. If I was like, Ronda's wrestling though, that's your gal. She'd like, okay, I'll tune in. She knows what an armbar is. She doesn't know shit about wrestling. That's what she's known for. And here's what I think. They probably tried to have her do some sort of a fast armbar, like some sort of flying armbar type maneuver, and it just wasn't working.
Well, Shinsuke does a great armbar. A lot of guys, Alberto Del Rio, when he wasn't coked off his head, would do a great armbar. They could make it look fast. It would have a nice flow to it, some impact.
They need something like that.
And I'm sure maybe at this point she's going too fast because, I mean,
she's used to really fighting.
Hey, can't fucking go slow. So I do think they'll get there. I'm just thinking, why Samoan drop? And my first thought was, does somebody have an armbar finisher and they're trying to protect that person?
You can't. That doesn't. I don't care.
Even if they're, but I don't think there is. So,
like if Dan Henderson decided to do UFC, an overhand right would have to be his finisher. I don't care if it's some stupid punch is fucking Big Show's finisher. Like, no. You're a wrestler. Do wrestling things. Armbar's got to be her thing. And in real life, she would do like anything into a diamond cutter type coolness. She would do that with arm bars. Like, somehow she's turning this into an arm bar.
Like, don't try to catch that punch.
Right.
Just turn that punch into an arm bar.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Turn it into like a hip toss, judo throw into an arm bar.
She's got to be good on the ground. I do have a feeling she's going to do very well on the ground.
Yeah, because let's not overemphasize the striking.
Last wrestling thing here. We talked about Jeff Jarrett in the Hall of Fame. I think this class is a rib.
Yeah.
I think the class of 2018 is just a big joke now, and because it's not just Jeff Jarrett, it's Hillbilly Jim. Hillbilly Jim's getting in there.
Jesus Christ. Who did he end up managing?
The Godwins?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It was a bunch of... They were also hillbillies. Like, what was that hillbilly tag? Yeah, oh, God. Yeah, maybe it's just...
I loved it because they would have that fucking pig puke in a bucket, and they would throw that shit on Sonny, and I'd be like... That's me applauding, because I loved it.
That's what it was, applause.
Oh, I was a
it
big
wasn't.
fan. I was stand up and cheer.
You weren't schlicking.
No.
So I started driving for Lyft.
All right.
So let's just get into it. I started driving for Lyft on Thursday. I drove Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of fun. I will say, if you're scared of strangers, it's definitely not for you. If you're really nervous driving people around. If you're nervous with other people in the car, because I know some people that are, where like if they're driving strangers that they just met, or they're driving their mom or something, they're like, oh, definitely can't do Lyft. If you get frustrated when people cancel their ride when you're on the way there,
you might be a redneck.
You might not want to do Lyft. People take some interesting Lyft rides. So I took a lady from her work and then drove her like 10 miles up the road to McDonald's.
Hell yeah.
To the drive-thru.
Hell yeah.
She ate her Filet-O-Fish sandwich double in my car.
Hell yeah. Fuck your car.
While I drove her another 10 miles up the road to her house.
To Wendy's.
No, to her house. No tip, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So,
McDonald's money.
And then I'm like, okay, it was early Friday. Thursday, I knew was not going to be hopping. It's not the weekend yet, but I wanted to just test it out. Thursday, I should have started with Thursday. I understand that's how days of the week works. I had two rides on Thursday that were like 2 blocks. It's like a $5 trip. Mm-hmm. And it was someone that needed a ride back from work.
What, like train station?
No, like from their work to their house. And it was like if you were really hard up, you could have walked it.
Yeah, but they got Lyft money.
They got Lyft money, but they don't have car money. I don't know. Thursday night, I took this. So Thursday night is when the shadiness started to kick in. A woman calls in a Lyft.
A woman.
I wanted to get a Lyft from a woman.
Just real quick, when anybody follows me on Twitch, there's usually sounds and stuff. You know what I'm about to say. That whole fucking Dr. Schultz promo plays. Somebody follows me on Twitch.
What's wrong with you, Jane? So
yes.
So a woman calls in a Lyft. I go to this house in Maryville, and got 15, 16-year-old boy comes out.
Okay.
Well, that's
not wrong.
That's not not a woman who called in a Lyft.
It's not a woman.
Like the purpose of Lyft. There are many purposes, but one of them is like verification and security, and like, oh, you don't look like a Gina. Oh, that was my girlfriend. He's got this really weird accent that I have trouble placing. And he asks, is there a McDonald's over here?
God damn,
We go to the
McDonald's is
McDonald's.
fucking popping.
And it's packed late at night in Gary. So
Oh my god.
we're waiting in line. He offers me some food.
God.
We're waiting. He offers me food, which is nice. I turned it down.
That
I
is
didn't
nice.
want any.
I would not have.
And then I took him to this place in Gary, and he's from Australia. I said, "Oh, are you just visiting friends or family?" He said, "Friends." And and he's like, he didn't know what a pothole was. I'm like, "Careful, there's a pothole." And he's like, "Huh?" And then he figured it out what I meant. But he's like, "Don't they fix these roads?" I said, "Not in Gary, they don't." I said, the snowplows tear them up, and then they need tax dollars to fix them, and they just don't get that money here, and then they just don't fix them.
Oh, you get that fucking edutainment when you're riding with Jim.
Until he asked. Thursday was the lady that had me driving her all over. It was a good ride. It was like a $25 ride, but whatever. Then I got a bunch of people out by like South Lake Mall that were like, we didn't know there was Lyft out here. We looked for an Uber and a Lyft, and you were closer than the Uber, so we took you. I'm like, well, now you know. Here I am.
I've always got your back.
I had a Glenn that I went to pick up. Turned out to be a smoking hot chick, not named Glenn. Okay, it goes both
Glenn
ways.
paid for it. He was like, "I'm done with you. I've ordered you a Lyft."
Glenn was the brother.
No,
Oh, my
I'm done
brother's
with
got
you.
Lyft. Yeah, it was Indiana, so maybe. And then Saturday, I drove a drug dealer from an apartment to his apartment, and he had like $5,000 necklace on.
Now
How do I know he's a drug dealer? Is that what you're going for?
No, but how did you know?
At first I did not.
Then
He asked, "Hey, can I use your phone charger?" Sure, here you go.
Do you want some drugs?
Plug him in. Well, he smelled like he reeked of pot, but that doesn't matter. Using and dealing is different. Then he gets a phone call. He's talking about how he's getting it. He's got his team. You're part of the team. I don't have any room. You're one of the only reserves I got. You're just one of the only reserves.
Man.
I got a team, and we're winning the ship this year, as in championship. And he's like disguising the lingo, but he's very clearly talking about selling drugs on the streets.
But he can't be too vague, so the other guy knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Right. And then he told that guy on the phone how much that I just got iced up, and that's how much this chain costs, and I got it custom made when I was in North Carolina, and I was in New York doing some business there. And then he's like, well, these people got to learn, like there's consequences to your actions, and we're going to teach them by force. So I'm like, okay, so definitely a drug dealer. But you know what, Dale? Here's the part, and I don't know if I should say this on
nicest guy.
I don't know if I should say this on the podcast. I don't care. Didn't bother me one bit that he's a drug dealer. Don't give a shit. I don't know in a court of law that he's a drug dealer. He didn't say I sell drugs, right?
He's just the captain of the team.
But you and I have a mutual friend whose brother was a drug dealer. So I've been around drug dealers, and I know how they try and disguise what they're talking about, but you know.
Yeah, when they start talking and none of it makes sense, they're talking about drugs.
Yeah. I'm going to get on this, that, and
they're using Earth words, but it sounds alien.
Yeah.
They're talking about drugs.
He's talking about drugs. But I don't care, and it didn't bother me. And at one point, he's like, no, I'm in a Lyft right now because my cars are over, in this other town, and I can't drive them right now.
He's doing well.
Yeah. I don't care. It didn't bother me. And people are like, you should get a camera in your car. And I'm sure you've seen the videos, like Uber gone wrong, and this guy's got it like the little interior camera. I don't want a camera in there. I don't want footage of me driving around people that probably shouldn't be driving around in my car.
I don't know. Ooh, you don't got one of those? I thought, ooh.
No, I have my phone. I could always just turn my camera phone on if someone like starts beating the crap out of me or something.
Hey, God.
But like,
Glenn.
I'll use that as a selling point. Like, there's no camera in here.
Well, a lot of I don't know. I definitely, I want one, and I don't drive for. Now, here's my question to you before I forget. What are the legalities? You get pulled over. He's got a book bag full of heroin. You in trouble? Lyft got your back?
Don't know.
Oof.
Don't care. I don't care. I don't know why. I just don't give a shit. I mean, that would be my default answer. Like,
I'm a Lyft driver.
He's a Lyft guy. I don't know. That's a drug? I don't know what a drug dealer is.
He's got 4 stars and 4 warrants. How do I know? Right. I don't know.
Yeah, 4 stars like in Grand Theft Auto. But it's like, I don't know. I don't care. This one guy, I picked up this guy and his son on Saturday from Outback Steakhouse. Son is young, like not even a teenager. It's like 11:30 at night. Dad is not too bad. He's had a couple drinks, I could tell.
He's being safe.
But Dad's from out of town. His son lives here. So he's visiting his son. And his son, he's like, remember that your brother's still doing that stuff? You know, is he still hitting you? And he's like, no.
Oh, my God.
He's like, but he'll just start, he'll bother me. He'll start tickling me. He's like, and the dad gets all serious. We don't do that tickle shit, son. We don't do that tickle shit. He's like, you got to stand up for yourself. I'm going to tell your mom about it. I'm going to tell your mom. I'm just going to tell your mom about it, and then you're going to have to deal with her. Because don't come to me with that tickle shit. And he goes, when you get older, he goes, when you come live with me, and then he stops himself. He goes, you're going to get to an age where you're going to get to pick who you want to live with. And if you want to live with your mom, that's great. That's cool. I understand, and I still love you the same amount. But if you come live with me, we don't play that tickle shit. I was dying. And then he had me going the wrong way. And I tried to convince him that he was incorrect. I'm like, but I can't drive through the expressway. I have to go this way first, and then we loop back around because it's on this side of the expressway. No. We can't. I'm like, okay, but I got to go way far north that way. And he's like, no, you're right. I'm wrong. And I'm thinking, good, because this is by the minute. So the longer this takes, the better. But he was really nice. Drove some people over to a bar from Maryville to Highland. That was a nice trip.
Can I go back to the preteen boy?
Yeah.
I say that too often. When he said, is your brother still doing, is he hitting you? Was he doing air quotes when he said hitting you?
No, this is not an air quotes family.
Okay.
They don't do that tickle shit, Dale. They don't do fucking air quotes. Okay?
It's Ray Kroc.
But I had my eyes on the road, so I don't know.
Well, because, there's a Lyft driver up there, and I'm just like, is this older brother touching the little brother? So instead of saying, hey, is he like
they were being
you,
very vague at first.
Punching you. Oh, they're just dealing drugs.
They were being very vague at first. I'm like, ooh, is his brother like molesting him?
Is that right?
That's what I thought at first. He's like, he's still hitting on you, son? He's still hitting you? He's like, no, he starts tickling me. He's like, we don't play that tickle shit. He got all, like, he was sort of like, just sort of happy-go-lucky, jovial, and then as soon as the tickling got brought up, we don't do that tickle shit. We don't play that tickle shit.
He's nipping it in the bud.
Yep.
There's no, I love you, and it's okay to tickle, and I love you even if you tickle. He said no. We don't play that.
I was disappointed in the hotness of the women.
Yeah, okay.
But it picked up.
Those women, you have boyfriends. Those women don't need rides. I'm drunk. I need to get a lift. You need a ride?
No, one of them
took a ride.
One of them went with. I picked her up with her boyfriend and took them both to a bar, and then I picked up a boyfriend and his girlfriend and brought them home from a bar, and she was hot too. But that woman that was all alone, like she was definitely the hottest, and she didn't have a guy taking her home. I was like, this is a cosmic shame. I guess. I don't know.
Hey, you don't know her.
I don't know her. You're right. Then I had to take these three young ladies from their house to a restaurant. And again, I'm like, can you be this young and get a Lyft? Turns out the mom called the Lyft for them.
Is that against terms of service?
I hit pay me now and it goes ding ding ding, you got all your money.
Because this is true. I've used an Uber maybe 3 times, and I think for most of them I didn't pay for it. Somebody's like, I'll get you an Uber. There's
Right.
that service. There's that friend move. I'm gonna get you an Uber.
Yeah,
So I
maybe there's
guess
a
it's a
friend
thing.
move. Lyft doesn't have a friend move.
Well, no, I just mean it's on my account.
Oh, right. I didn't know if Uber had like a thing like get this for a friend or something, like official. Lyft does not.
Because I do think, and you can tell me, because I'm sure you'll find out. That's got to be. I don't want to say half, but I think you're getting. Like, I'd say 20% might be. I'll get you. I'll get you a Lyft, son. Like, you don't have a fucking Lyft account
Right.
or some one night stand. You know, I'll take care of you, or the friend move.
Right. Or the brother, Glenn,
Let
the
me,
brother.
yeah, Glenn. Let me know those stats out real quick, because my girlfriend's weird. She's new to the whole Uber stuff, like I was. Anybody sit in the front seat with you? Because
Yeah.
she pulled that move.
The smoker, like the smoke show dime piece chick, was like,
Oh
do
my
I have to sit in the front or the back? I'm like, wherever you want. I'm sitting in the front. Okie dokie. Got no problems with that.
Yeah, nice. You need that camera now.
I got a call, and it was from a kid. I work at a high school. Okay? That's my day job. This kid goes to the high school.
Oh no.
It's like, hey, don't you work at the high school? Yes, I do. Oh, cool. He's all nice and everything about it.
Yes, I'll be damned.
But when you can cancel a ride right away. Because here's what everyone does. I figured this out just after thinking about it for a second. They got Uber, they got Lyft, they hit them both. Whichever
one's
one,
fast?
they cancel the other one, right? But it's fast. It doesn't inconvenience you. It's like a ride comes in, it got canceled.
Within
It's
30
not
seconds,
right,
probably.
yeah. This ride came in, I was almost there after driving for 10 minutes, and then it got canceled. And I'm pissed. And I'm looking for a way. I'm like, I know there's a cancellation fee option. It just does it automatically. But I didn't know this. So it's like, oh, $0, go home. I turn around and start to go home. He calls it in again. It's this kid from the high school. So he ended up paying me the regular
Twice.
fee and then like a $5 cancellation fee.
Did it say like your name and like he
Yeah,
knew? And
my
he was
name.
like, he's like, I don't want him again.
No.
It was awkward the first time. I can't do this.
Oh,
twice.
maybe he will.
So cancel
But
it.
words,
And then,
words
like,
all
he
around the
wasn't
school that, that's a Lyft driver. He's a Lyft driver. He dropped off so-and-so last night. It's rough.
Uh-oh.
So
Does this
it's
come with some sort of reputation?
It's a little awkward. It's just weird. But no one's really pressed the issue. If they do, I'll be like, well, if they paid better, I wouldn't have to do Lyft. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe if your parents paid more taxes, I could not do Lyft. It was fun. It was fun.
It seems
Some of the only part that wasn't fun. I'll tell you what wasn't fun.
What wasn't fun?
Saturday night.
Ooh.
Oh no, it was Friday night. Going into Saturday morning.
Ooh.
3 a.m. So the Indiana bars got me all screwed up. They have bars that close at midnight, and then some that close at 1 and 2 and 3. Now, most Illinois bars that I know of, it's like 2 or 4, and that's it.
Right.
Most of them are 2, and there's some in the city that are 4 that I know of. These are like, oh yeah, this bar across the street's 1, and this one across the street's 3. So, you familiar with Twincade? You've heard of it
No.
in Griffith? It's like one of these arcade bar hipster places.
Sounds awesome.
Lyft has a cool feature where you can put in where you're about to go, and it will only look for rides on your way there, which was neat. So I said, I'm about to go home. It's late. I'm going home. Hey, pick this person up at Twincade on your way home. Oh, awesome. Pull up to Twincade. Say I'm here. I'm looking around. There's only a handful of people left. It's almost closed. I call the number. Nobody answers. Leave a voicemail. That's the first time I called. Nobody answered. Call again. Nobody answered. I'm sitting outside there. It's been 45 minutes. No, I'm sitting there because they're on the clock. If they make you wait, that whole time you're waiting, you're on the clock.
Oh my god!
So I'm like,
awesome.
you are gonna regret this tomorrow. The bar owner comes out. Can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for Caitlin. Oh, okay, your Lyft driver. Yeah, he goes in there, comes, and I could tell on his face, and I was so pissed. He comes out. Yeah, there's no Caitlin in there. There was a woman in there that looked exactly like the picture.
There's a woman.
That looked exactly like the picture.
Uh-oh.
I think she lied because she's playing video games with this dude, and they keep going to this game and that game, and then the place is like closed down. They're still in there playing games and drinking. I think she called in a Lyft, was too blitzed to cancel it, couldn't find her phone or whatever, and then decided, I'm going to go home with this dude, and just forgot about the Lyft. And I just left. There's nothing I couldn't do. She never canceled the ride, right? So I couldn't get the cancellation fee. And I waited there for an hour.
Is that when it runs out?
No, that's when I ran. When the guy came out and said, there's no
okay.
Caitlin here. I'm like, okay, goodbye.
Because I figured, like, the gym I know, at least I thought I knew, would just stay there till like 6 in the morning while that clock just went.
Well, I would have. I was.
Baby.
That's what I was doing until he came out and confirmed, no, there's nobody by that name in here. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But I was so hoping it was, because, like, God, that would have been like a $40 ride down the street because of how long I waited. It's fun. You meet some interesting
people. So what? You
people.
just get the key. So what? You only get some of the cancellation fee.
I didn't get any. There was no cancellation fee because I had to cancel it.
Oh no, I don't like this story anymore.
No, right. So, like, if you get close and they cancel, I don't know. I don't remember the threshold. But it's like something like if you've been driving for 5 minutes, if it goes over 5 minutes and then they cancel, they get hit with the cancellation fee. Now, she just never canceled it. I said, I'm here. I've arrived to pick so-and-so up. And it just she never came out.
How does it know you're driving? Do you say, I'm driving now? Or does it do like a GPS thing?
It doesn't give a shit. You just turn it on, and it assumes wherever you are, even if you're walking around, that you're in your car.
You're on the way.
Which is good, because on Sunday, last night, I just turned it on and sat in my house and waited till a call came in and then drove. It would take me 20 seconds to get in the car, you know?
You know, when I saw you were driving for Lyft,
it wasn't bad money.
My first thought was this. Jim has a car good enough for Lyft?
Uh-huh, I do.
Jim's doing all right.
Well, I am now. Got to pay for the car somehow. But next weekend should be killer.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you lived around here.
I will, wherever the drunk people are, I will go there.
I don't think you'll need to go far.
I don't think so either. But the Cedar Lake bars and like, not Cedar Lake, Crown Point, I think those all close at like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. It's weird. So, like, I missed a bunch of bar closings on my way to where all the bars were. Like, I'm driving past and all these bars were closed by midnight. Oh, I got to drive someone to the hospital, too. I was waiting for the bar crowd to get out, and I got a call from a hotel. Like, okay. And there's some liquor stores. I'm thinking maybe they're from out of town. It's probably going to be a short ride. They want me to take them to the liquor store down the road. Have a little party. Fine. I pull up. How you doing today, sir? Not good. I need to go to the hospital. Okay. Hop in Munster Community. I'm like, okay. I know right where that is. And I drove him there, and then his mom's in the back. She's like, do they have an emergency room there? I'm like, yes, they do. Are we getting close? Yes, we are. They have a very good emergency room, and we're very close. And I'm like, please don't throw up in my fucking car.
I'm not doing well.
Please don't throw up in my car. Or have, like, the outbreak virus. Don't have Motaba in my car, please.
So you're struggling to get to the hospital, and he asked you, do you know the way?
I knew the way. No, he did not ask me that, but I knew the way. But I'm like, if you fucking die, if you die in my car, I'm going to say I dropped you off here when the ambulance picks you up. Like, because I ain't where am I going to take you, to the morgue?
It's like the mobile hospital, so you've done it.
I'm like, it was the most nerve-wracking ride. You would think, like, driving around the drug dealer, driving around Gary, Indiana at midnight. Like,
or
those
the preteen tickler.
Yeah. You'd think those would be more nerve-wracking. But this was the most nerve-wracking because I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with him. If he just starts convulsing in my car, what do I do? If he just starts seizing up or whatever.
Yeah, get yourself one of those dash cams.
Nope.
Because that guy fucking has a seizure.
I don't drive for Lyft. What are you talking about?
And says you didn't do
my car was stolen.
kick them out. Yeah.
No, it's I don't know. I would be more scared. Like, here's an example. There was a video, because I Googled this because I wanted to know. I'm like, is Lyft just Uber for drug dealers? Like, I Googled that. And then I found an Uber video where this guy has 4 drug dealers in his car. And he's like, you're dealing drugs. No, get out of my car. Get out of my car. You're selling drugs. That wasn't a key. You weren't dropping off a key. You were selling drugs. And he kicks them all out. And they all get out except one guy's like, no, man, you got to drop me off. He's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'll call the police right now. He's like, call him. Call the police. He's like, and you better cancel this ride, and I'm not paying you shit for it because you didn't drop me off where I need to go. And I'm like, I don't want this on video. Like, I would be scared that if I had people like that on video, they would just kill me. Don't you
can't tell. Like, they look like the dash, like the mirror. The mirror.
Well, no, you'd have to tell people you're recording them.
I don't think so.
I'm 100% sure you do.
I don't think so.
I was thinking about doing some car karaoke, though. Get like a YouTube channel going.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Gimmick it up.
I'm going to try and gimmick it up. St. Patty's Day is one to try that. I'm not trying that with Filet of Fish Lady. She would not be having it.
So how do you do that? Do you start it?
I just say how the weekend. If it's like you can just pick up on people's personalities, and I would just see if they were into it.
Yeah, because from what I've gathered, 99.9% of people don't want to talk to the drivers.
No, and I don't blame them. And when I've taken it, I don't want to talk to the driver either. So I only talk. I ask them. I say hello, and I greet them, and then I ask them how their night's going or their weekend or whatever, and then that's it. And then if they keep talking, I'll keep talking to them. Like, I'm not cold with them. Like, don't talk to me, I'm driving. Mm-hmm. When they talk, I'm trying to be really warm and personable. But I don't
feed off what they're given.
Right. I don't initiate the conversation. I just feel it out.
Well, that's
so.
Like
there's people. There were definitely people I could have tried singing with that would have been into it, but I didn't think of it until today.
All right, this is great. Lyft is gonna. You're gonna make a lot of money. And Lyft is gonna try to get some of that.
You're gonna want some of that action.
Gonna want to slice into the. So why Lyft and not Uber?
Don't know.
Okay.
I figured. I was thinking Uber would be more saturated. And there's people know what Lyft is, and I think like maybe Lyft's like the cooler Uber or something to people. I don't know. So
yeah, I always thought Uber was like the Apple. It's like the standard.
Right, but I think they take more fees, and they're probably a little bit. They probably check into things a little more. So I did Lyft. And it worked out okay. Like, people were like, oh, I'm surprised there's nobody that drives Lyft around here. So I'm like, oh, that's good to hear.
That's very good to hear. You're going to be the fucking Lyft driver of Crown Point, or wherever the fuck you live.
All over there.
All over that area.
Yeah. Take you. You want a fillet of fish? We got the hookup.
That's my favorite part.
And she didn't ask, can I eat this in your car? She's like, fuck you. I'm paying for this ride.
Now, do you have now? My buddy used to drive for Uber for a week, and
he had listener Dave.
No,
okay, because he did that too.
And he he's one of those people that goes all in for that week. And he had like little bottles of water for people.
No, fuck you. I'm not encouraging you to have to piss and shit in my car.
He made it smell real nice. You make it smell good?
I try. I mean,
That's a no.
No. I mean, like, if someone reeks the pot, I gotta like spray it out after. But I don't try and
black gold.
I feel like the scent, like when you're trying to scent it up too much, it's a little too tacky. I just want it to smell like a car, like a new car, which is what it normally smells like. But when you come in smelling like somebody ran over a skunk, I gotta just blow it out.
Yeah, it's like have a good night. As soon as that door closes.
Yeah. I keep a little garbage bag in there.
little garbage bag? Do you have like reading materials back there? Puzzles?
No, it's not a sperm bank. I don't have that. Like, I don't need...
Oh, it is. That's why you need that camera.
Oh, damn.
You're missing out on some shit back there.
Um,
I've seen some videos. Couples like to get freaky in the backseat.
so Uber for the longest time didn't do tips, and this guy had like a cash tip jar in his car, and he dropped these ladies off, and they were just like yoink and just.
I saw that. I saw that one.
Tips.
I saw that. Now you said no tip, lady. One of those broads, no tip. I thought it was like it's all digital on the phone, obviously,
Right.
and you don't have to. So there's not that exchange. Like, all right, thanks for the ride. Here's a $5. I don't like so that, like that's eliminated. It's all done through the app. I didn't know zero was an option on there.
Oh yeah, you don't.
There's no minimum.
They don't even encourage you to tip.
There's no minimum.
Tips? No. I mean, you get the ride. That's the tip.
Oh,
No, seriously, it doesn't bother me. But I did get tipped like $3 on a $5 ride, which was pretty good. And then I did a $5 ride, and the guy just gave me a $10 bill.
say, well, forget the tax man.
That's right off the top. I'll take that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
Like
If you include that $10 tip,
they said, do you want to be on the championship team, son?
I made like $160. Wasn't bad.
You're my newest recruit.
Yeah. Do you got any reserve spots?
Yeah, reserves.
And then I was thinking, like, and I would never do this, but I thought about it the other way. Everyone's always worried for their driver buddy, right? Like, oh, you do Lyft? I'm scared. Be careful, right? If I
I
was
should have been, huh?
if I was armed, I could have made a $5,000 chain investment. You know, like, hey, while I'm dropping you off here, you should put your fucking hands in the air and give me that chain. You know?
You're off the team, son.
Yeah.
Coach isn't going to be happy.
Guess what? Welcome to the D League. Give me the fucking chain. Like, it would be really easy to like stick people up in your Lyft car. Now I know what you're thinking. You can't get away with that. They'll call the police. A drug dealer's not going to call the police.
I just thought of either a plot to a movie,
Write it.
or a plot
Write it.
or a plot to a murder.
Write it.
Say you're one of these evil people like Jim, and you're gonna rob this passenger because he's got money. What if you had a system? I'm driving for Lyft. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna tail me every time, and I'm gonna drive these motherfuckers. And if I think they have something good,
You're going to rob all of us?
I'll send you a text, and you're going to do it. It will never be tracked to me. It'll never be tracked to this Lyft thing. I mean, some smart detective might tie it together in Act 2 or something, but it's always going to be you.
No.
And
You know what you do? Oh, God. This is brilliant. This is a comedy podcast. Everything we're talking, even all of the Lyft stuff I talked about is just made up for your entertainment. So listen, I don't work at a high school. I don't really drive for Lyft. It's all entertainment. That being said, if you're writing a movie about it, here's what you do. Then you fake call the cops. And then you have
right
another buddy driving an unmarked Crown Vic come pulling up.
Oh,
We got the call.
Layers.
And I'm like, yeah, and they take a fake report from these people and all that shit.
Oh, that's so
Because think about it. Then how do you get caught? It's not even been reported, and these people think it has. And then they start calling the police department, and the police department's got no time for this shit. Like, someone took $50 off you. Like, yeah. Oh, someone filed a report. Yeah, I'll dig around, look for the report. Give me your number. I'll call you later. And then you're on to another town.
Maybe I do know cops don't like it when you impersonate them. That might get more attention than the initial con. No?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, if they catch you doing it, you're fucked. But think about how much time's going to go by where the people that got robbed and then filed the fake report with the fake cop. You think about the fake cop stories you've heard, right? It's like fake cop rapes this lady. Or like fake cop robs this guy, like fake pulls him over and robs him, right? So you're going to call and go, hey, this fake cop robbed me. And then they're going to find him. But if you get fake robbed by a fake robber and then you call a fake cop and have everyone fill out a fake report, they already think the cops have been called. What are they going to do? You got to write this shit right now. Get it. Start writing it.
I just like. I think my favorite character.
Give me
is
4%. That's all I want.
Okay. I I think my favorite character is the guy that gets stuck pretending to be the detective. Because if you just rob them, that's like a 2-minute job.
Yeah.
If you're there filling out a report for these people, you're there for a half an hour at least.
And then you got to have another friend fake calling in calls to his radio.
You got a fake phone. I'm following up the report I filed Tuesday. Oh, yeah.
Here's my card. You give him a card. Here's my card.
You know what? I should just be a detective at this point. I'm pretty good.
I think I'm in the union now that we've mentioned it.
Am I getting benefits? I feel...
Oh, God. Yeah, but this movie's got to be a buddy comedy, right?
Oh, yeah.
This can't be a serious movie. It's like Jason Sudeikis.
And it goes out of control, of course.
It's Jason Sudeikis and Zach Galifianakis and
and he really loves being the detective guy.
Yeah, I want to be the detective this time. You always get to be the detective.
They switch. He's like, you're a shit detective. No, I'm really good.
You might want to.
And then they show it, and you're like, oh, he's terrible.
You might want to get this written before you release the episode. This is fucking comedy gold.
Do some trademarks and copyright tonight.
You got some buddies. They're driving around, or maybe they're all Lyft drivers and they're getting stiffed, or one of them gets robbed, and then they're like, I didn't even realize like this and this happened, and maybe they call the police and no one's following up on it, and then they come up with their scheme. They come up with their Superman 3 / Office Space scheme, and then shit's got to hit the fan. Shit's gonna hit the fan hard too.
Yeah.
They robbed the wrong drug dealer. He's got fucking blood diamonds on him or something.
And like a lot of those guys, those passengers in Act 1, these just like, I'm sick again.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Puke on him. Puke on the bad guy now. He'll slip. It'll be a callback. Oh, fucking Christ.
Write it up. Do it up.
That is some good
Here's
shit.
all I want is when you're accepting your award, you just wink at the camera, and then I'll know that was for me.
No, this will be for you. This will be for everyone listening. It means a lot to me to accept this award. I did this for a lot of people. Specifically, I did this for a woman. Well, I'll know.
The award ceremony has to be in San Francisco. The last time I was in San Francisco, I was looking for a woman.
I didn't find a woman. I found a lot of men that look like women. What's the matter with you, Gene?
Thank you. Good night. Oh, God.
All right, I did my plugs. Twitch.tv/Tromads. I'm going to be on there a bit, so shoot a follow. It's free to follow. Subscribing, you got to have fucking money for that, so I understand. What about you?
Stay tuned for YouTube sub channel to my channel.
Yes. Oh, that would be great. Also, Twitch, like I said, I was browsing it. They have an IRL channel where people are just like in real life stuff. I'm making pancakes. Get the fuck out of here. There's a music one.
Taking a shit.
There's a music one. And sometimes it's people just listening or doing a playlist or doing some DJ shit. But there are also some people, playing some music. They're on the drums or doing some guitar stuff. And I don't know. That made me think of you. And I was just like, let's get Jimbo up there. Take some requests. Maybe shoot the shit with other music fans. Just an idea.
Yeah. I think I've got a better idea, though. Making money with Lyft. Fake robbing people. Rock, paper, scissors. Who's the cop this time?
Yeah, damn it. We don't do that tickle shit.
Son, we don't do that tickle shit.
I gotta get out of here. I got the giggles.
All right.
Thanks for listening. This was episode the one you're listening to. Thanks for listening again. I'm the drum roll.
I'm that tickle shit.